So in MLB The Show, here are our findings. First, we have a batter up. His name is Didi Gregorius. And what happens here is quite interesting. He fouls the ball off into what is the Rays bullpen. And something very interesting happens. The Rays bullpen acts like they would in a real game. Once the ball is hit and there's the guy in the middle immediately does something quite interesting. He stands up on the chair trying to avoid the ball. It is very, very cool attention to detail, as this would not happen in most games. Next, what we have here is I hit the ball to deep center, and immediately the center fielder knows exactly where to go and takes the most precise route. Now, this doesn't really happen in real life, so it's kind of the game acting like a robot that has perfect movement and everything. But his movement is very smooth and crisp as he coasts to catch the ball. Our last clip right here is the ball is hit to the shortstop. He dives and knocks it in front of him. He then picks it up with plenty of time, but the runner on third is scoring. As the guy picked up the ball, he had plenty of time to throw him out, but he just stood there and walked forward. Now on to MLB The Show. We rated the movement a 5 out of 5 because the routes that the NPCs took were very precise and human-like as well. On to the accuracy, which we also gave a 5 out of 5 because of the part where the players in the bullpen stood up when the ball was headed towards their way and even got out of the way to get the ball to avoid the ball. Now, finally, for decision making, we gave it a 2 out of 5 because of the part where the player dove and knocked it in front of him, picked it up, and still had plenty of time to try to get the runner out at home, but decided to just pick it up and walk forward.
Making the total points for MLB The Show 12 out of 15 or 80% out of 100.
So here we have Madden. The first play, I dump it off to the receiver, who then jukes the defender. But what I find very interesting is that the defenders follow me step by step. I juke to the right, they move to their left to match my movement, which is a very interesting thing that players would do in real life. In this next clip, I run to the left, and then number 27 and 29 follow me step by step. This is very interesting, as I am moving left and right several times, but they follow my movement step by step, which is a very, very cool feature that Madden has. For Madden, we gave movement a 5 out of 5 because the opposing team always followed the move that I did. If I went to the left, it went to its right. It followed and mimicked what I did. For accuracy, we gave it a 2 out of 5 because there were times where it warped tackled and does not look really realistic as well. And finally, for decision making, we gave it a 5 out of 5 because of the different types of tackles and animations it used, whether it was following me or mimicking the moves I did, and that's why we gave that rating to Madden. And the total rating for Madden was 12 out of 15 points for a total of 80%. So here in Fallout, it's a different story. Now, immediately I see that my NPC is running into the wall. I have to shoot at him to distract him. Then we run into a bunch of enemies, and immediately they start firing into nowhere, not at me, even though I am behind cover, and they rarely come up to shoot me. They wait till I come out of cover to come chase me. They also start attacking my NPC instead of me, following them step by step, but not me, like I am invisible. Now, Mr. Frothy is doing nothing important. It's just shooting randomly and eventually gets killed. In this next clip we see I walk up the stairs, and then I run into another Mr. Frothy. Now, he does an interesting technique. I fire off a bullet, but he strafes to his left, avoiding the attack and starts shooting me. I take a decent amount of damage as my bot has to come and help me, but that was a very interesting move by the NPC. On to Fallout. We gave the movement a 2 out of 5 because the enemies rarely followed after me or my NPC friend. For accuracy, we gave it a 3 out of 5 because there were some high points in the NPC enemies' gun accuracy, but in this case, the strafe that it made to avoid a bullet. And finally, for decision making, we gave it a 3 out of 5 because they did sometimes follow me or expect when I was coming and therefore did the strafe as well.
And the total points for Fallout 4 was 8 out of 15, or 53% out of 100. In this part of the video, I am speaking to one of the NPCs, and his lip syncing isn't quite perfect, but it isn't bad enough to detract from what he's saying. And here I encounter an enemy, and as soon as I face her, I retract my weapon, and for a second she forgets I'm even there. And then I take it out again and attack her as if she were a friendly, allowing me to get a good 2 or 3 hits in, and allowing my partner to secure the kill. In this clip, I face an archer, and as I approach, he draws his sword. He attacks me for 2 or 3 swings, and then I back up, avoiding his flurry, and my partner takes the grunt of both of their attacks. I sneak up from behind, and I hit them with my axe without them knowing. And I'm able to kill them only because they chose to prioritize my partner over me, instead of individually attacking one person attacking me and one attacking my partner. For Skyrim, we rated movement 2 out of 5 because when the bots attacked me, I could easily avoid their attacks by moving backwards. And also during the cart scene, it could very easily be seen the emotion in the NPC's face. For accuracy, we scored the bots 4 out of 5 because most of the attacks from enemy NPCs landed on me, and the lip syncing for the most part seemed correct. And for decision making, we decided to score Skyrim 2 out of 5 because the bots decided to focus fire on one player while working in a team, letting me, the other player, kill them quite easily. The total score for Skyrim was 8 out of 15 points, or 53%.
So here's what we found in Call of Duty. Now first Omar kills himself and he sees a bot run straight into the wall. Then we have this other guy shoot someone but then stop in place for no apparent reason. He then turns with perfect accuracy, only missing one shot, and kills the enemy. Now, because of this, we've noticed that there is something where the bots like to stand still, and they are quite stupid, as you can see. Now, in this next clip, we have Omar running, and there's an enemy right in front of him looking at plants, staring at them. He misses the bot misses the first shot and then gets the second one, and then goes into the house, runs in a circle, and then runs straight to the enemy in a straight line without firing off a shot. Now this has happened before because these enemies don't really have a precise route. They just like to run around in circles and do nothing. Then we have a guy jump into a bus, and there's an enemy standing there doing nothing. He then waits a couple seconds after killing him just to be shot at. In this last clip, we have a sniper guy run into a wall, then run into the kitchen, run into a table, and do nothing. He's just running into everything. He then runs into a wall and is being shot at, and is not able to kill the 2 enemies near him. He runs into another corner, and there is a bot spinning around in circles, and then this bot finally gets killed.
In this clip, the bot runs with his knife out towards bomb site B, which is quite intelligent of him because he will arrive at the bomb site quicker. While walking towards the bomb site, he does a wide peek and checks every single corner in one quick swoop, verifying that there is no enemy awaiting him, which is very intelligent. He then proceeds to plant the bomb on top of some cardboard boxes. However, he gets stuck in some sort of glitch and jumps in place a couple of times. Obviously a fault of the bot or the programming. And Bot Quaid used the same wide peeking technique to verify there is no enemies. So it isn't just bot specific, all the bots are doing this. In this clip, the bot throws a Molotov at lower stairs when there is no enemy there. So I'm unsure why why the bot decided to do this, but at the very least, it was better than nothing. In this clip, the terrorists have planted a bomb, and they're in a 2v4 scenario. Each bot hides behind. In this clip, the terrorists are in a 2v4 scenario, so on bomb site B, and the bomb is planted. So the bots decide to hide in different covers around the bomb site. By hiding behind cover, they're more protected and less likely to be killed by the enemy, opposed to standing out in the open. In this clip, the bot, he recognizes an enemy near bomb site A, and so he immediately hides behind cover, hiding his left side of his body. And since he wants to take him out, he peeks every microsecond to shoot at him, and he fires one bullet at a time, making sure he's almost still. And he successfully gets the kill, which was very intelligent. In this clip, the bot successfully takes out 2 of the enemies by tap firing the AK-47 at the chest. He does this quite quickly, and for CSGO, we rated the movement 4 out of 5 points because the bots were because of the way the bots moved around the map. They checked each and every corner, verifying if there was an enemy there or not. And they also hid behind cover when engaging with the enemy. For accuracy, we gave CSGO a 4 out of 5 because there were multiple times in the game where the bots were able to kill the enemy with 1 or 2 bullets because they aim precisely at the enemy. And lastly, we gave decision making a 3 out of 5 because the bots were very protective of their lives and they prioritized the detonation of the bomb over because the bots prioritized the detonation of the bomb at bomb site B. But we were forced to lower the score because of the misuse of the Molotov when there was no one there. And the total score for CSGO was 11 out of 15 points, or 73% out of 100.
According to our findings, we have concluded that sports games have the best overall NPCs because of their decision-making, movement, and accuracy. Coming in second place are first-person shooter games. Although their bots or NPC movements and accurate decision-making is quite low, their accuracy in terms of gun accuracy rates very high on our scale. And finally, coming in third place as the worst NPC overall performance are role-playing games. Their movement and accuracy are very low. The bots rarely use intelligent movements. Thank you for watching our video.
Thank you for watching our video.